All right. What's up, folk? My folks. Right now, what I'm going to be doing is going ahead and giving the tenant a phone call on the property that I just placed under contract this morning. The tenant is actually the seller's daughter who lives there with her son, the seller's grandson. I think, at least. He never clarified if the kid that she's living with is actually her son. I'm just assuming, but I'm gonna go ahead and give her a call. This is really the first time I've had a conversation with a tenant, so based off my own education, I'm really spitballing here, um, and I'm gonna be upfront about that. I have no script. I have no nothing, nothing. I just want to be as considerate as possible of the situation. She will need to find a place to move to. Her father has already let her know that, which is cool because I'm not having to be the bearer of bad news. Um, and I was letting her father know that too. Like, hey, look, I don't want to intervene in any of these family matters, right? I'm here to help the best way that I can. But if there's some type of, misunderstanding or lack of agreement between you two on how you want to handle these things, um, that's between you guys, right? I'm gonna be there to support both parties, but I'm gonna be coming from a place of no emotion, right? I'm not emotionally attached to this. Whereas it's his daughter, she lives there, so she's emotionally attached to it because she's been living, I believe, rent free for quite some time. And the reason why I'm jumping to that conclusion is because they're being foreclosed on, so the mortgage isn't getting paid down. So I'm gonna give her a call right now. My goal of this phone call is just to clarify everything, let her know, introduce myself, clarify, anything that she might not understand. Let her know, yes, we are purchasing the property. We've gone under agreement with your father. The closing date that we have, tentatively right now is August 19th. Um, and I wanted to just reach out, introduce myself, and let you know that I have you in mind. I'm not wanting to just kick you out on the streets here. I'm wanting to see if there's any way I can help. I want you to know that I am considering you and the decisions that I'm making, and I want to work with you the best that we can. Uh, that being, and I'll see how she responds. That being said, I want to kind of lay out the expectations of what I need her cooperation with, which is just the 2 days that I spoke with on the last video, the 1 day for my property specialist to walk the property, hopefully within the next few days, get some pictures and videos of the place. And then the second day, probably sometime early next week or this weekend, ideally, is my cash buyer walkthrough. I'm going to let her know it's, our people, get everybody out there to take a look at the property and really solidify the numbers that we have estimated here. So we just need 2 dates and time that work best for her, where she'll be available to let us in and walk the property. And then once we kind of get those confirmed, those details confirmed, I'm going to switch gears to, uh, I just wanted to kind of ask. I don't know if you and your father had, how much you had really discussed the sale of the property here, but I wanted to ask, do you have a place to move to? When you end up moving out of this place, do you have a place that you plan to move to? She's gonna say no because it doesn't seem like she does based off what her father's telling me. And then I'm gonna try to get her set up with my realtor in the area that will help facilitate that. I don't know if he even. I'm gonna be clear with her. I don't know if he typically does because, well, first I'm gonna ask what she's looking for. If she's looking to buy a place or rent a place, I would imagine that she's wanting to rent a place because her father let me know that she's very poor with her money and hasn't saved anything, stopped paying them. You know what I mean? So she's probably gonna rent, and I'll let her know. I don't know if it's something my realtor will help with. I'm sure it is, but I don't want to make any promises that I don't, I'm not sure of. And then I'd love to get her in contact with him so that they can, discuss amongst themselves and he can help her find a new place that makes sense for her. And then I'm going to kind of leave it at that and ask if she has any questions and go from there. So I'm going to give her a call right now. Without further ado, wish me luck. Like I said, this is the first time, so don't judge me. I'm going to butcher this shit.
Hello.
Hi, is this Christy?
Yes.
Christy, how's it going? My name is Derek. I was given your number by your father, Mr. Robertson. I'm not sure if you were expecting my call here or not.
I talked to Dad earlier. I work night.
Right, yeah. Did I
I talked to Daddy earlier, and I was in a sleep state.
Yeah,
so
yeah. He had,
I remember having conversations.
yeah, he had let me know. Did I catch you at a good time?
Yeah, actually, my son just informed me that he was leaving to go to a friend's house. So
Okay.
I'm gonna wait. I'm coherent.
Okay, yeah. And I had intentionally kind of waited to call you because he let me know that you work nights and I didn't want to interrupt your sleep or anything like that. But I just wanted to reach out, introduce myself. My name is Derek again. And me and your father have been speaking about the property on Burke Road there, and we have actually gone under agreement. And me and my team here are looking to, sure up all the details here and move forward on actually buying that place on Burke Road. So I wanted to connect with you because I know obviously you live there, and I just wanted to let you know that I am considering you in the decisions that I'm making. I don't want it to come across as me being the big bad guy that's coming in and making all these decisions without consulting with you and considering you first. So I just wanted to take an opportunity to reach out and introduce myself and let you know that we're wanting to work with you the best that we can.
I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because when Daddy told me, I don't know if my dad had told you, I just recently lost my husband.
Oh, no, he did not. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I lost my husband in March. And my dad and my husband made the decision about the house going back to the bank without me being informed.
Right.
I didn't know that any of this was going on until after my husband had passed.
Right. Oh, okay.
So everything was kind of a shock on top of the shock that I'd already had.
Yeah.
And I'm trying, and when I start crying, it's just me.
No, I completely understand. Don't feel, please.
I'm trying to get things organized and trying to get that because Dad said September. Well, then when Dad called me this morning and told me no, it was going to be August 18th or something, I went into complete panic mode because I haven't done anything.
Right.
Every time I go thinking, okay, this is going to be the day I'm going to get started, that doesn't happen.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
So, Dad also said you wanted to come out and take a look at the house and the property.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I was gonna go next. And I just want to, I do want to kind of sit in this moment and address that for 1 second because your concerns aren't falling on deaf ears. I completely understand where you're coming from. I can't imagine, losing my significant other and then having to deal with a bunch of kind of procedural type things and scrambling around. So, my heart goes out and I completely understand where you're coming from with that. And again, we will do our best to make it as smooth and as convenient as possible for you. That's really what we pride ourselves on, right? And that's what I stress to your father as well. Us coming in as an investor, there really isn't much for us to do other than get eyes on the property and confirm our numbers. So for us, we'll only need 2 days, and this is what I'm wanting to coordinate with you. One day, and I kind of want to put it out there. I don't feel the need to, reorganize everything or make it spotless in there. Don't feel the need. We're buying the property as is in its as is condition, so there's no need to feel the need to make any repairs or anything like that. So for the 2 days that I'm talking about, the one day, ideally, if it works with your schedule, it'll be hopefully within the next few days here. It'll just be one of my property specialists, either Nick or Gabe. He'll, either one of them will go out to the property, and all they will be doing is taking pictures. That's all they'll be doing. That should only shouldn't take more than an hour. Now, the second day, and I will be honest with you so that it doesn't come as a surprise when it happens, it will be kind of hectic. And I say that because we coordinate everybody that is going to need to lay eyes on the property all on the same day and the same time. That way, we're not continuing to go in and out and needing more than just the one day, if that makes sense. So we get everybody on board all at the same time. It will be kind of a madhouse, but that as well shouldn't last more than 1-2 hours tops. Okay.
Let me get with my job. I work for Whataburger.
Yeah, your father had mentioned that.
Let me find out what I'm working the rest of the week.
Okay.
Let me see what my schedule is going to be like next week.
Sure.
And I can hopefully get 2 days back to back.
Yeah.
Off.
And I mean, I really do appreciate that. I appreciate that so much, honestly. And again, I'm if there's a way where I can get my guy out there to take pictures or something like that, maybe during like this time where you've woken up for the day and before you head out for work, that way you're not needing to take work off. And I'm just putting that out there, right? Because I'm really wanting it to be convenient for you. I don't want you missing work just so that one of our guys can go out there and take pictures that won't take any longer than an hour. But again,
now is it going to be inside and out or just out?
Both.
Crap! Nobody can come to my house. I have been depressed.
Yeah, completely understand.
And my house is not suitable for anybody to walk in.
And that's I understand. I understand where you're coming from. I really I don't know how else to say it, but please don't be embarrassed. Like I said, I completely understand. It's nothing that we are considering, when it comes to any of the agreements that I've already set forth with your father. But I understand where you're coming from, but it doesn't have any effect on our decision making. But if you feel uncomfortable, I understand that.
Very much so.
Okay.
My dad doesn't even know how bad my depression has been.
Mm-hmm.
My best friend wants to send me to the loony bin.
Oh.
She's really concerned over me.
Yeah.
About me because I'm barely functioning, and my house is. I've got dishes for days. I've got clothes everywhere.
Yeah.
And I haven't even been able to walk into my bedroom for the last 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know what my bedroom looks like. Let me find out from my job what I'm working next week.
Okay.
The schedule should have already been posted, but I work for idiots.
Okay.
I really do.
Yeah.
He has a tendency to work me 60 hours one week and then have me only working 20 hours.
Yeah, I used to work in the restaurant business as well. I know the story. They're just filling shifts however they can, not really considering the employees any.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, let me tell you one thing that that does kind of matter for us, and just so you know. So right now we have a 14-day inspection period that I've agreed to with your father. So as long as we're able to get those 2 days in, those 2 kind of appointments that we've been talking about before the 27th of July, then that's all that really matters to us.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that should be a problem.
Okay, perfect.
Like I said, she's got a semi-schedule posted,
Mm-hmm.
and she has me off, I think, if I'm remembering what I saw, something like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off, I think, of next week.
Okay.
But again, subject to change.
Okay.
And if I need to, I can rearrange with another team leader.
Sure. Okay. Perfect. So when is a more appropriate time for me to follow back up with you and you kind of have a little bit more of an idea of when you'll be available?
I'm thinking. I'm not ignoring you.
No, I know. I got you.
I can have a conversation. I can try to have a conversation with my boss.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of those ones who likes to yell or likes to talk and listen to nobody.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy.
Oh, the best kind of boss.
Yeah, the one that wants to sit there and chew ass, and you're trying to explain what happened, and all she's doing is just chewing ass.
Yeah.
So let me get with her, or try to get with her.
Yeah.
In the next couple of days.
Okay.
Today is what, Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay. I should know something by Friday.
Okay, perfect. So what I'll do is I'll kind of mark my calendar, and if it's right with you, I'll reach back out maybe around this time or maybe a little later. Whatever's most convenient for you on Friday, just to kind of see where things are at.
Yeah, that will work.
Okay.
And I will start cleaning up a little bit.
Okay.
At least so I don't like going, oh God, there are people coming to my house.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, perfect. So I will round back. Oh, and something else that I wanted to ask now is, I don't know, I'm kind of entering into this not knowing how much of a conversation, like you were saying, it was only recent that you really found out the timeline got pushed up and what have you. So I don't know if, you had thought about it or anything along those lines of a place that you would be moving to after the fact.
Yes, actually, I don't want to stay in this area.
Okay.
My whole thing is I've been working at the same Whataburger for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's where I met my husband.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want completely out of the LaPorte, Deer Park, Pasadena, South Houston area.
Makes sense. You wanted to turn a new leaf.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Perfect.
I'm thinking, I don't know which church I want to go. I've got friends that live out in Missouri City.
And you know
Sugarland area.
Sugarland, you said?
Yeah.
Right. And what I was going to recommend. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then I have friends that live out in Crosby.
Okay.
So yeah, I either west, east, or west. I was even thinking about maybe going up towards Dad.
Oh, okay.
And Dad lives up near Dallas, of course.
Right.
So I'm not really sure exactly what. It depends on what I can find and my price in my budget.
Yeah.
Stuff.
And that's exactly kind of what I was going to lead into. I don't know if you're working with anybody, but we do have, some realtors over here that should be able to provide you with some options. I can, get you two in contact. His name is Sterling. He's a realtor on our team here. And you guys can kind of have that type of conversation. Let them know what, price range you're looking at, what type of property or anything like that you're looking at. And he'll be able to provide you with much more information and better information than I would be able to, if that's something that you could see helping out at all.
That would be fabulous.
Yeah.
I sleep when normal people are awake.
Right.
it's one of those, my nights and days are not
Right. Yeah.
normal.
Yeah. No, I understand. I get it. So what I will do is, I'll hold off. I'll hold off on, getting you two in contact, because what I really, for us, in order to confirm that we are in fact moving forward, we do need to get eyes on the property, right? So I'm gonna wait to kind of get everything in motion, until we're able to do that. So for now, let's just focus on getting those 2 days coordinated.
Yeah, no, not a problem. I will get fucked. I guess this means I've got to get moving. Oh. Sorry, this is just
That's okay.
not
That's
what I
okay.
expected.
That's okay. I understand.
I know my dad had said that he was looking at somebody, was going to see if he could find somebody to buy the property.
Hmm.
So that way he didn't have a foreclosure.
Right.
And I was totally okay with that. I was like, not a problem. And then
Now it's
I
happening.
wake up to this and I'm going,
Yeah. I get it. Completely understand. And that's, that's why I really wanted to take the opportunity to talk with you directly. I don't want it to seem like I'm the big bad guy. I'm really wanting to do everything that I can to make it not only a smooth transaction for your father, but also a smooth transition for you. It seems like a perfect opportunity, like you said, to kind of turn a new leaf. I can only imagine that, what you're going through, like I said, and it seems like a good opportunity. So I'm wanting to help the best way that I can.
give Dad more money so he can give me more money. Or forget Dad, just give me the money.
Yeah, just go straight to the source, huh?
Right?
Man,
Oh.
I wish I could, but I don't know if we'd be in good standing as a business if we were working those type of deals.
I grow up a dream, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I won't shut the dreams down by any means. Please do dream.
But yeah, no, I will. Son of a bitch. Sorry, I have a mouth that does not belong on anybody.
You know what? That's all right. As professional as I try to sound on the phone, I got a little potty mouth myself, but I try to keep it professional.
I pretend some days when I'm in gray, but I'm not in gray, so we're good.
Yeah.
I will have to call some friends.
Sure. No problem.
I'm gonna have to call and see if I can get some help cleaning up this place I live in.
Right.
You don't understand.
Yeah, no. And trust me, I might not know what your house specifically looks like, but I'll tell you, we've seen it all. So please.
I very seriously doubt you have seen anything like this.
We have seen it all. I am telling you. But please, by all means, do what makes you feel most comfortable.
Yeah, my kitchen would be better off with a hand grenade.
Yeah.
I have a 15-year-old.
Okay. Yeah.
Cut that shit out.
Right.
Some of this in perspective.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, I will.
And what was your name again?
My name is Derek.
Derek. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna forget it in 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say this is my direct line, so please feel free to save my number if anything comes up or you have any questions, anything that you think I may be able to help out with. Please do. By all means, give me a call.
I sure will, Derek. I do greatly appreciate you calling me. Dad wanted me to call him when I got semi-functioning.
Mm-hmm.
And to get your number for me to call you. And I'm like going,
oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, you want me to write something down?
Yeah.
I'm dead. That was my first thought when he said, you need to get a pen and paper. I'm going,
oh, yeah. The last thing. Yeah. All right. Well, I will. I got it marked here. I'll give you a ring on Friday. And Friday around
Okay.
this time. Does that work?
Actually, Friday night, Friday evening, make it a little bit later, like 5 or 6.
Sure.
I don't even know what time it is right now.
It is just about that time. About 5:30.
Yeah. Because usually on Fridays, I don't get home until about 7 or 8 in the mornings on Fridays.
Oh, okay.
And which means I'm not laying down until like
Right.
11, 12.
Right. Okay.
So, and that is if I have a normal morning.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what then. I will just kind of make note. What I'll do is I'll just line you up for my last call of the day before I head out for the day there. I'll just be sure to call you last to
Okay.
give you enough time.
Too good. And if I answer the phone, what the fuck do you want? And if you wake me up.
I get it. I'm telling you, not only have we seen it all, but I've heard it all. I'm on the phones every day, so I get it. I'll just be sure to quickly remind you. We had spoke. Remember?
I'll be like, "You're who from what?"
Yeah. All right.
Daddy will call me, and I'm going, "Is it life or death?"
Yeah. No, I'm going back to sleep.
And he's like, "No, I'm sleeping. Go away."
Yeah. Click.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Even my son stands at the doorway, Mom.
Yeah.
I have a tendency to throw things.
All right.
I tried to throw the dog once, so yeah.
What kind of dog you have?
So, I have a good old American Mug.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
He'll be 2 in December.
Oh, very cool. Little pup.
Yeah, he is. He's his mom, we think, is Malinois and Shepherd.
Oh, very nice. That's beautiful.
And his dad is a Golden Doodle.
Oh, wow. That's I'd imagine a very pretty mix. I have a Staffordshire myself, and when we take them out to training, there's nothing but Malinois out there, so I'm familiar with the breed, and that's a great looking dog.
They are absolutely gorgeous, and she's beautiful.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I personally think there's some coyote mixed in there.
Oh, okay.
Out of a litter from up where Dad's at.
Right.
Because of her snout.
Yeah, okay.
But my sister's like, no, that's from the Malinois.
The Malinois,
I don't see the Malinois, but my sister's she's a Malinois.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure that's a great looking dog. Well,
he is gorgeous, and his bark is so much worse than his bite.
Oh, you're preaching to the choir. That's my dog too. He's a sweetheart, but for some reason he thinks he's a big bully and turns everybody away.
And I'm gonna let you know ahead of time. He does not like men.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that's common as well.
He is, and he's very protective of moms.
Right.
He acts like he's going to rip somebody's head off, but in all reality, he's really not.
Yeah.
He's not. He's a chicken disguised as a dog.
Yeah, I am taking note of it though, just so that my property specialist is aware. I don't want him getting caught off guard either.
Yeah, just let him know that the dog's harmless. He's never bitten anybody.
Right.
He's never even attempted to try to bite anybody. But he sounds fierce.
Yeah. I'll just let him know.
But I will make sure that his crate is available.
Perfect. All right. Well,
he is crate trained.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate you taking the call, Christy. I will
Not a problem.
reach back out on Friday, and then we can go from there.
Now I am going to let you know.
Yeah.
The back bedroom that... Okay, let me give you a little bit of story about this stupid house that I'm in. It was built in the late or the early 50s, late 40s.
Uh-huh.
It was remodeled by two crazy old women in the 80s.
Okay.
And hasn't been touched since.
Touched, you said? Hasn't been touched since?
Yeah.
Okay.
When my husband by trade was an electrician. And he was finding the ceramic things that for the wires. I don't remember what they're called. In the walls.
Okay.
So, yeah, the electric in this house is amazing that it actually works.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Anyway, the back room that my stepmother and her mother had put on is separating from the house.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I think your father actually mentioned that.
And the ceiling is falling down in it.
Yeah, okay. I remember, yeah, your dad had mentioned that there was some separation and that it's likely what it sounds like is some foundation issues. You know, as
oh, honey, he'd be better off coming in with a bulldozer.
and that is, you know, we consider all avenues. So if it seems like it, you know,
I'm from the person living inside the house. There are 6 holes in the roof that I know of. Yeah, there's 2 in what was Jason and my room. There's 2 in the room that I'm sleeping in now. Only God knows how many is in the back room. And there's 1 in what my son was sleeping in.
Okay.
And those are just the ones that I can remember. Oh, and there's 1 in the living room. That's going straight down the wall.
Okay.
And there is black mold in this house.
Okay. Okay.
Don't let Daddy know I told you all this.
No. I mean, and we would find out anyways. So, you know, I appreciate the transparency and the honesty, and if anything, it just saves me a little bit of time of, you know, who I need to be reaching out to and what have you.
And the foundation is gone.
Right. Yeah, he had said that.
Yeah, there's cracks everywhere.
Right. Okay.
Because I'd start pulling up carpet. And yeah. And I don't know what crazy people built this house or whatever, but the linoleum and tile that is on the floors is gone. Underneath the carpet that I have pulled. I still have the 1 bedroom that still has carpet in it, the hallway still has carpet in it, and the living room.
We're going on 30 minutes and it's just been hurt. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's not an issue. You know, I can only reiterate it so many times. You know, we've seen it all. So I don't want it to deter you from, you know, inviting us in with open arms, because please, you know.
Oh, honey, if you want this property, I would give it to you. But, let me put it this way. I've been praying for the last 4 years that the big pecan tree that's in the backyard will fall on it.
What kind of tree is it then?
Pecan tree.
Oh, okay.
It's half dead. And I've been praying for 4 years. Since basically Ike, that the pecan tree will fall on it.
Well, I hope that we're able to do right by the property, and I'd love to send you some pictures when we're all said and done with it. That way you can get the before and after.
Most definitely, because I know what the now is.
Yeah, right. And that's what we do. You know, we're really trying to bring everything up to 2021 standards here now, which is a lot different than what it used to look like even just a few years ago. So, you know.
A bulldozer and somebody who knows electrical work.
Yeah, that's what's required here, huh? Okay. All right.
When you see the breaker box, you'll understand what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
Because you can't buy breakers for the stocks anymore.
Gotcha. All right.
Between my dad and my husband, it's amazing that this house has a fire.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, again,
but I will get with my boss. I go in tonight early because I switched with another manager.
Okay.
Tonight. And hopefully I'll be able to catch an upper manager so I can tell them, hey, don't fuck with my schedule next week. And I can, maybe we can do it like a Thursday and a Friday.
Yeah, actually that was going, and that's kind of why I don't want you jumping around too much. Ideally for us, we would want a few days in between the 2 days. I'll tell you why, because once we get the pictures, we're going to go ahead and send those out to all of our guys and gals, electricians, plumbers, handymen. And it does take us a few days to kind of coordinate with everybody so that we can get everybody out there at the same time.
Okay.
So ideally, there'd be maybe like 3, 4, or 5 days in between the 2 days, which is
okay. So we could do one set of pictures maybe next week on my day off, and then another set of pictures the following week.
Yeah, or that weekend, whenever's most convenient, as long as we can get both of those days in before, like I said, that 27th there. So we have about,
I don't even know.
It's the 13th now, so we have about 15 days, a little over 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah, maybe we can do it that way then, if that would be better for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can that way I can go, okay, this day off, I need this day off.
Right. Or if there's already, a day where you're not scheduled or anything like that.
Okay.
And then what's that?
Well, my puppy came in to say hello to me.
Gotcha.
His name is Bagheera. I have a black dog named after a black cat off the movie.
What's its name? I'm not sure if I know it.
Bagheera.
What's the movie?
Oh, come on. A black dog named after a black cat movie.
I don't.
The movie, and his name is Bagheera.
I don't know. I don't know it.
The Jungle Book.
Oh my gosh, you are. If my girlfriend was in the room right now, she would be beating me up not knowing a Disney movie. I'm telling you, we're a Disney family over here. So, gosh, that's one that I'm not too familiar with though. I didn't watch it as a kid. That's one of her favorites though.
You didn't watch the Jungle Book. You had a surprise child.
I guess you did.
I have 3 copies. I'll have to find one.
Yeah, please, yeah.
I have a movie collection that makes Blockbuster go.
Yeah.
Wow. I have over 5,000 movies.
Wow. And you're a big Disney fan too, I take it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very big Disney fan.
Cool. Yeah.
My dad was a square ball pointed head. Watched The Little Mermaid so many times. We went through 3 VHS tapes. So yeah, my mother was a huge, very big Disney.
Right. Well, you're in good company. I'm telling you that is our advice over here as well.
Now, I did want to ask a question while it's in the funnel load.
Absolutely.
I am not taking a lot of stuff out of this house.
Okay.
Just for the simple fact, I don't want to.
No, yeah, I get it. And I'll tell you what, I'm kind of going to jump the gun and cut you off before you ask the question. But again, we're buying it as is. I want you to take everything that you want to keep. Anything that you leave behind, we will either donate it if it's in good enough condition, or just go ahead and trash it.
Okay. Yeah, well, that was going to be my thing. So I need to try to get. I already have a moving crew. A lot of my customers my teenage customers have already told me that they were going to help me.
Okay, great.
So I just need to know if I need to get the boys to try to clear out some of this crap that I'm not taking, because I know I'm not taking a bed, a couple of 3 or 4 dressers,
Mm-hmm. Well,
and things along that line.
yeah. I'll tell you what. I mean, we would greatly appreciate it if some of the bigger items could be removed, so that it's not as much of a hassle after the fact. But again, I really want your primary concern to be getting everything out that you want to keep, because and I don't mean to sound like a bad guy here, but after the closing date, everything that is on the property technically will retain ownership to us. So not like I would stop you from coming back and grabbing something, but it'll just be a lot more convenient and ideal for us if you grab everything that you want to keep. And then again, we would appreciate it if you took some of the bigger items out of there and handle that. But if it's too much of a hassle, don't worry about it. Leave back and behind whatever you don't want to keep. And like I said, we typically donate anything that's in a salvageable condition, and then anything else we just go ahead and trash out.
Okay, good. That actually relieves some of my anxiety.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like I said, I haven't gone in my room since Jason passed in March.
Right. I get it.
So pretty much nothing in there is leaving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not a problem.
That room is pretty much going to just stay as is.
Right. Yeah, and that's really the best. I like to say it that way. That is the best perk of kind of working with us. And aside from everything else that we've been talking about, I think the best part is just the buying it as is, because like you're saying, that's the last thing that you want to have to be worried about is sweeping the place clean after the fact. So take what you want, leave what you don't.
Okay, I will get my guys knowing that we've got semi of an idea on a date. And Dad said that the closing was going to be somewhere around the 19th of August.
Correct. So in terms of just kind of give you an idea of, how to communicate that to your guys is, I'm pretty much going to give everybody the go ahead after we're able to get in there those 2 days, at the end of our inspection period, which is that 27th of July, I'm pretty much going to give everybody the go ahead. All right, let's get rolling. Everything checks out. And then I'll let you know, okay, because I just don't want you to start doing a bunch of work before we get eyes on the property. So I wouldn't anticipate, starting to move anything until after the 27th. So that'll leave you about like 3.5 weeks to kind of make the transition.
I guess we need 3 weeks to find someplace else to live.
Yeah, and like I said, I can hook you up with our realtor here, and he'll be able to help you out with that as well. And to be quite honest, I don't necessarily think that you'll run into any issues with finding a new place in that type of time frame.
I hope not, because my credit's not that great. I'm actually in the process of trying to rebuild my credit.
Right.
Between my ex-husband and my no longer husband, my credit is not.
Right, I understand. And like I said, he'll be able to point you in the direction. He has all the resources for that. So don't worry about it.
That's all I can been thinking about for the last 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell am I going to do?
I get it. But we're here to help. Like I said, I'm going to make it as smooth as possible for you. And the realtor, Sterling, he's going to do the same. So, lean on us. Reach out at any time if you have any questions, and I'll do my absolute best to kind of see you through it and hold your hand through the process here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right.
I will greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I will talk to you on Friday.
Yes, sir. I will talk to you Friday.
All right. Have a good week.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeesh, that took way longer than I wanted it to, but I don't give a shit. I'll stay on the phone with her for 4 hours if she wants to talk, and she's gonna be as accommodating and cooperative as she's sounding like. Uh, she's dealing with a lot that I did not know she was dealing with. And I'm not going to even think about it. At the beginning of the conversation, she kind of had the attitude, the demeanor of like, when it push comes to shove, she's really not going to do anything. Um, but I felt good about that conversation. I was really wanting to reassure her the best I could, and that's all I can do, right? Offer her solutions. If push does come to shove, I will get her in contact with some movers if her people at the restaurant don't end up working out, and I will cut her a check for cash for keys. That's something that I will do too. But I'm pretty strapped for cash over here, so by no means in a financial situation where I'm able to cut her a sizable check that might make any difference. But maybe it's something that we can work out, at closing or something like that. But there it is. That was way longer than I wanted it to be. Super good conversation though. Like I said, she's dealing with a lot. Lost her husband. The place seems to be in far worse condition than I initially anticipated. She's talking about bulldozing it. I hope that that's not the case. If it is, I'm gonna have to renegotiate the price because I entered into the agreement assuming that it was salvageable, which I hope it is. Maybe the foundation isn't so shot that it can be repaired. So we'll take a look, get some pictures, and I'll continue updating you guys as the process unfolds. So appreciate you. I'm shaggy, I'm ugly, and I'm gonna make sure to get right before I hop on the next one regarding this property. So give me a week. Peace.